Hello students, you will be writing your social quarterly exam on 8th October, right? Hope you are all preparing well for quarterly exam. Now we will revise for our quarterly exam. This is your question paper pattern. Overall, you will be writing your quarterly exam for 50 marks. Roman letter 1, choose the correct answer. You will get 7 questions in that. Each question carries 1 mark. So totally 7 marks for choose the correct answer. First, you have to read the question carefully. Then you have to write the question number 1 and then write the correct option. If B is correct, then write option B and write the correct answer. Likewise, you have to answer all the 7 questions. Roman letter 2, fill in the blanks. Here also you will get 7 questions. In that, each question carries 1 mark. So totally 7 marks for fill in the blanks. Roman letter 3, match column A with column B. In section A, you will have 6 questions. In that, each question carries half mark. So totally 3 marks for section A. Likewise, in section B also, you will have 6 questions. In that, each question carries half mark. So totally 3 marks for section B. Roman letter 4, answer the following questions briefly. Here, you will get 5 questions. In that, each question carries 2 marks. So totally 10 marks for short answer questions. Roman letter 5, distinguish between the following. Here, you will get 2 questions. In that, each question carries 2.5 marks. So, totally 5 marks for distinguish between the following. Roman letter 6, answer the following questions in detail. Here, you will get 3 questions. In that, each question carries 5 marks. So totally 15 marks for detailed answers. Now we are going to revise the first chapter in history, which is when, where and how. Now let's see the gist of the lesson. Indian history of the medieval period. This period is divided into 2 parts, early medieval period and later medieval period. Then, how India got its name. In the past, India has been known by different names by different people at various times, such as Sapt Sindhu, Bharatas, Hindustan. We have already seen about sources of history. Under this, we have buildings or monuments, coins, biographies and autobiographies, travelogues, paintings and artifacts, problems faced by historians. Under this we have quality of source, interpretation of source. Next we have highlights of the medieval period in India. Under this we have growth of settlements, development of travel and trade, social changes, religious changes, political changes, and finally cultural changes. Now we are going to revise the book back questions with answers. Roman letter 1, choose the correct option. Question number 1, Indian history of the medieval times begin from option number 1, 6th century CCE, option number 2, 7th century CE, option number 3, 10th century CE, option number 4, 8th century CE. So the answer is option 4, 8th century CE. Question number 2, early medieval history is from option number 1, 8th to 12th century CE, option number 2, 13th to 18th century CE, option number 3, 8th to 10th century CE, option number 4, 8th to 15th century CE. So the answer is option number 1, 8th century to 12th century CE. Question number 3. The land to the east of Indus came to be called Hindustan by the option number 1 Greeks, option number 2 Persians, option number 3 Arabs, option number 4 both 1 and 2. So the answer is option number 4 both 1 and 2, that is Greeks and Persians. Question number 4. Which Veda has the reference to a name of a king named Bharat? Option number 1 Rigveda, option number 2 Yajurveda, option number 3 Samaveda, option number 4 Atharva Veda. So the answer is option number 1 Rigveda. Question number 5. Ain-i-Akbari was written by option number 1 Chand Bardai, option number 2 Abul Fazil, option number 3 Minhaj-e-Siraj, option number 4 none of these. So the answer is option number 2 Abul Fazil. Question number 6. Prithviraj Raso was written by option number 1 Abul Fazil, option number 2 Babar, option number 3 Jahangir, option number 4 Chand Bardai. So the answer is option number 4 Chand Bardai. Question number 7. We come to know about Muhammad bin Tughlaq from the account written by option number 1 Abdul Razak, option number 2 Al-Baruni, option number 3 in Battuta, option number 4 Marco Polo. So the answer is option 3 in Battuta. So the 8th question is that we come to know about Balban from the accounts given by option number 1 Marco Polo, option number 2 Al-Baruni, option number 3 in Battuta, option number 4 Abdul Razak. So the answer is option number 2 Al-Baruni. Question number 9. Sun Temple is located at option number 1 Amritsar, option number 2 Madhya Pradesh, option number 3 Konark, option number 4 Kanjipuram. So the answer is option number 3 Konark. Question number 10. Ain-i-Akbari gives us an insight of option number 1 Babur's administration, option number 2 Humayun administration, option number 3 Akbar's administration, option number 4 Jahangir's administration. So the answer is option number 3 Akbar's administration. Question number 7. Abdul Razak wrote about option number 1 South India, option number 2 Vijayanagara Kingdom, option number 3 Western India, option number 4 Bengal and Assam. So the answer is option number 2 Vijayanagara Kingdom. Question number 12. The court language of the Mughals was option number 1 Hindi, option number 2 Sanskrit, option number 3 Persian, option number 4 Urdu. So the answer is option number 3 Persian. Cholas gained importance in option number 1 North India, option number 2 South India, option number 3 West India, option number 4 East India. So the answer is option number 2 South India. Roman letter 2, fill in the blanks. Question number 1. Later medieval period is from dash to dash century CE. So the answer is 13th to 18th century CE. Second question. In earlier times there were no dash maps. So the answer is survived maps. Question number 3. The region of Indian subcontinent extended from Afghanistan to dash. Answer is Myanmar. Question number 4. The name India came to English usage from the dash century onwards. Answer is 17th century. Question number 5. Abdul Razak wrote about the dash kingdom. So the answer is Vijayanagara. Roman letter 3. Answer the following questions briefly. Question number 1. What do we study in the early medieval period of history? Question number 2. How did Minhaj-e-Siraj explain the term Hindustan? Question number 3. List 5 forts built during the medieval times. Question number 4. Why are coins considered as an important source of information? Question number 5. Name some of the foreign travelers who visited India during the medieval period. Question number 6. What type of changes took place in the society during the medieval period? Roman letter 4. Answer the following questions in detail. Question number 1. How the name of India undergone a change over a period of time? Explain. Question number 2. List the various aspects that affected the quality of source in the study of history. Question number 3. What difficulties are faced by historians in understanding the manuscripts? Question number 4. What kind of religious changes took place in the medieval period? Question number 5. What major political developments took place in the medieval period? So I hope you are all having PDF notes. In that you can read short answers and detailed answers as well. Now we are going to revise the first chapter in geography, which is environment. Environment is sum of all natural and man-made things present all around us. Components of our environment. Natural environment. Under this we have lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere. So in this picture we can see earth spheres like lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere. Lithosphere means solid earth. Hydrosphere means all water found on, under and over the surface of earth. Atmosphere means the gases that surround the earth, which means its air. Biosphere means all life on earth. So in this picture we can see earth spheres like lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere. Lithosphere means solid earth. Hydrosphere means all water found on, under and over the surface of earth. Atmosphere means the gases that surround the earth, which means its air. Biosphere means all life on earth. Ecosystem is a system formed by the interaction of all living organisms with each other and with the physical and chemical factors of the environment in which they live. Next we have humans' interaction with environment. Human interaction and effects on environment. Some of the major actions by humans which affect the environment are as follows. The first one is pollution, the second one is deforestation and the third one is global warming. Now we are going to revise the book back questions with answers. Roman letter 1. Choose the correct option. Question number 1. Which one of the following is not a biotic element? Option number 1, land. Option number 2, plants. Option number 3, animals. Option number 4, humans. So the answer is option number 1, land. Question number 2. From which language is the word environment derived? Option number 1, Greek. Option number 2, German. Option number 3, French. Option number 4, Spanish. So the answer is option number 3, French. Question number 3. Which one is human-made environment? Option number 1, air. Option number 2, industries. Option number 3, land. Option number 4, oceans. So the answer is option number 2, industries. Question number 4. Which domain of the earth is used for agriculture? Option number 1, hydrosphere. Option number 2, atmosphere. Option number 3, lithosphere. Option number 4, none of the above. So the answer is option number 3, lithosphere. Question number 5. The hard top layer of the earth's surface is called. Option number 1, lithosphere. Option number 2, hydrosphere. Option number 3, atmosphere. Option number 4, biosphere. So the answer is option number 1, lithosphere. Question number 6. Organisms like bacteria and fungi that break down dead plants and animals into organic matter are called. Option number 1, producers. Option number 2, consumers. Option number 3, decomposers. Option number 4, manufacturers. So the answer is option number 3, decomposers. Question number 7. Which one of the following is an abiotic element? Option number 1, animals. Option number 2, plants. Option number 3, microorganisms. Option number 4, land. So the answer is option number 4, land. Roman letter 2, fill in the blanks. Question number 1. Community is an example of dash environment. Answer is man-made. Question number 2. Dash has dust and water vapor. Answer is atmosphere. Question number 3. Atmosphere protects us from the dash rays of the sun. Answer is ultraviolet or harmful. Question number 4. Dash is a system formed by the interaction of all living organisms with each other and with the physical and chemical factors of the environment. Answer is ecosystem. Question number 5. Top layer of the surface of the earth is called dash. Answer is lithosphere. Question number 6. Changes in the atmosphere affect dash. Answer weather and climate. Roman letter 3. Distinguish between the following. First question is the biotic and abiotic elements. Question number 2. Human and human-made environment. Roman letter 4. Answer the following questions very briefly. Question number 1. Why is environment important for us? Question number 2. Define lithosphere. Question number 3. Define biosphere. Question number 4. List the major components of environment. Question number 5. How lithosphere important for us? Question number 6. How does cutting of forest affect the environment? Question number 7. How does burning of leaves affect people? Roman letter 5. Answer the following questions in detail. Question number 1. Write down the importance of atmosphere for us. Question number 2. Explain ecosystem with the help of an example. Question number 3. Humans are responsible for environmental pollution. Explain. Question number 4. Man has turned the world into a global village. Explain. So I hope you are all having PDF notes. In that you can read short answers and detailed answers as well. Now we are going to revise the first chapter in Civics, which is Modern democracy. Let's see the gist of the lesson. We have already discussed about forms of government. Under this, we have monarchy, dictatorship, and democracy. First, we are going to learn about forms of government. Different forms of governments existed from historic times in different countries. You must have heard stories in your childhood about kings and queens and their kingdoms. That was once the most common form of governance. What is meant by governance? Governance means the action or manner of governing a state, organization, etc. In other words, rule or control. The various forms of government which the world has known are many with minor variations. Broadly, there were three types of governments: monarchy, dictatorship, and democracy. First, we are going to learn about monarchy. What is meant by monarchy? Ruled by a single person, a king or queen, who is the permanent head of state. The term is now used to refer to countries with hereditary rulers. This means that rule is passed down from parent to child. Hereditary monarchy is a form of government and succession of power in which the throne passes from one member of a ruling family to another member of the same family. A series of rulers from the same family would constitute a dynasty. Here, constitute means form a dynasty. Next, we are going to learn about dictatorship. So, what is meant by dictatorship? A government in which a single leader or party exercises absolute control over all citizens and every aspect of their lives. In most cases, this absolute power is exercised in a cruel way. In other words, a dictatorship is a form of government where one person or political party has the power to do whatever they want. The ruler is called a dictator. A leader takes control over the government and has total power. For example, Nazi Germany under Hitler. So, in dictatorship, a country is ruled by a single leader. The leader is not elected and may use force to keep control. In a military dictatorship, the army is in control. This does not follow the hereditary system. So, what is meant by hereditary system? It is a form of government and succession of power in which the throne passes from one member of a ruling family to another member of the same family. A series of rulers from the same family would constitute a dynasty. Here, constitute means form a dynasty. So, dictatorship does not follow the hereditary system. Next, we are going to learn about democracy. The word democracy literally means rule by the people. In other words, supreme power is given to the people and exercised by them directly or indirectly through a system of representation. So, democracy is a form of government in which the rulers are elected by the people. According to Abraham Lincoln, democracy is a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Then, we have already discussed about historic perspective, modern democracy, elected representative, rule of law, social democracy, economic democracy. Then, making democracy successful, fundamental rights, There are 6 fundamental rights like right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights, right to constitutional remedies, political equality, social equality, and economic equality. Now, we are going to revise the book back questions with answers. Roman letter 1. Choose the correct option. Question number 1. The form of government in which the country is ruled by a single authoritative person, generally from the military, is called option 1 monarchy, option 2 democracy, option 3 dictatorship, option 4 republic. So the correct answer is option 3 dictatorship. Question number 2. In democracy, people are ruled by option 1 army leader, option 2 monarch, option 3 representatives of people, option 4 none of these. So the correct answer is option 3 representatives of people. Question number 3. The concept of democracy can be traced back to option 1 Greece, option 2 Rome, option 3 France, option 4 Turkey. So the correct answer is option 1 Greece. Question number 4. In India, voting rights are given to all citizens who are at least option 1 16 years of age, option 2 18 years of age, option 3 20 years of age, option 4 21 years of age. So the correct answer is option 2 18 years of age. Question number 5. Which form of government provides equal rights to the citizens? Option 1 democracy, option 2 dictatorship, option 3 monarchy, option 4 aristocracy. So the correct answer is that option 1 democracy. Question number 6. Which country of the world has constitutional monarchy? Option 1 USA, option 2 France, option 3 India, option 4 UK. So the correct answer is option 4 UK. Question number 7. Right to Education Act was passed in the year option 1 2005, option 2 2006, option 3 2007, option 4 2009. So the correct answer is that option 4 2009. Question number 8. Which right states that a citizen has the right to approach the courts if they feel that any of their fundamental right has been violated by the state? Option 1 right to equality, option 2 right against exploitation, option 3 right to religion, option 4 right to constitutional remedies. So the correct answer is option 4 right to constitutional remedies. Roman letter 2. Fill in the blanks. Question number 1. In monarchy, the ruling power is passed on to the dash heir. Here the correct answer is rulers. Question number 2. In military dictatorship, the dash is in control. So the answer is army. Question number 3. People are denied of their basic fundamental rights in dash. So the answer is dictatorship. Question number 4. Dash form of democracy is not practical nowadays. So the answer is direct. Question number 5. Democracy has originated from the word dash meaning people. So the answer is demos. Roman letter 3. Answer the following questions very briefly. Question number 1. Define dictatorship. Question number 2. Why is direct democracy not possible today? Question number 3. Why are people not happy with monarchy? Question number 4. Under what circumstances do dictatorship come out? Question number 5. What is a representative democracy? Question number 6. What do you mean by political equality? Question number 7. List the provisions under right against exploitation. Roman letter 4. Answer the following questions in detail. Question number 1. Write down the differences between the presidential and parliamentary form of democracy. Question number 2. Explain the chief characteristics of modern democracy. Question number 3. What do you understand by social and economic democracy? Question number 4. List 5 essential conditions by which democracy can be made successful. Question number 5. Why is democracy a more popular form of government? Question number 6. Explain the 3 different concepts of equality. So I hope you are all having PDF notes. In that you can read short answers and detailed answers as well. Students, first you have to go through the lesson carefully. Some 1 mark questions will be asked from inside the lesson. Students, prepare well for your exams. So now we have reached the end of this session. Thank you.